Kia ora Wellington, another busy week at your council. But first of all, I wanted to reflect back on the last few days when we've been able to celebrate some great milestones, start some new projects, finish off some other ones. First of all, 25 years of the Karori Sanctuary Trust, now Zealandia. So two functions, one for our volunteers and another one for our foundation members. It was great to be part of both of those, both as a volunteer and as a foundation member myself. Also during the weekend we celebrated 21 years of Macra Peak Mountain Bike Park, and that's a fantastic facility like Zealandia for our community. We've turned the sod on Victoria Lane, the new Willis Bond LT McGuinness development, which is a mixed use residential and office and retail building on the corner of Dixon and Victoria Street. And also blessing for the Catholic Basilica, which is about to undergo strengthening work. And finally, during the weekend also I was able to enjoy being part of the reopening of St John's Presbyterian Church in Willis Street. Fantastic for the congregation to be back in there, and it looks brilliant. So what's coming up this week? Well, first of all, we are planning for growth. So two things there. One, we released our consultation document last week about where we accommodate 50 to 80,000 more people over the next 30 years in our city. And we will be having a forum at Te Papa this Thursday, and that you can either attend in person or you can attend online. I encourage you to do so. We're also talking with our regional partners about where growth occurs across the region as a whole. So it's not just about Wellington City, but about the region as a whole. Another decision we'll make this week is to name our convention and exhibition centre. So the proposed name is Taikina, which means encounter. And of course, that's what conventions and exhibitions are all about, to encounter new ideas, new people, to learn and to develop and grow. And that's what Wellington is all about. So we're really looking forward to this next step in the evolution of that fantastic project. And the other thing I wanted to mention to you this week is our long-term plan, or LTP. This is an at least 10-year budget that all councils are required to do every 3 years. So it's a sort of a rolling process, and we amend it every 3 years. I would like that to be a lot longer focus, so up to 30 years. So we're really getting that long-term vision for where Wellington's going and where we see money being spent, money being invested. So this week we'll be looking at the finances, and then we're going to be moving on to looking at what we call our asset management plan. So that's the condition of assets like the three waters, transport, our building stock, etc., and working out how much money that we need to invest in those assets. This is a really big piece of work and something that's going to take us through the rest of this calendar year to complete. And then the early part of next year we'll be engaging with you as a community to see what you think before we put the long-term plan to bed by the end of June next year. So a lot happening in your city, and there's a lot more besides, which I'll tell you about as those projects evolve. Look, have a great week everyone, and I look forward to talking again with you soon. And I mustn't forget, 21,000 plus people at Sky Stadium at the weekend watching the Canes beat the Chiefs. Awesome stuff.